G'day guys, welcome to Rumble's Fish Room. Sorry, just having a little bit of a joke with the wife. So when I did this video the other day, I copped quite a lot of negativity, and then, well, not negative, there was some constructive comments and all that sort of jazz, but I've got this thing where, like, when people disagree with something I do, I get fueled by it. So basically, I started sharing photos on Facebook, and the photos were getting really negative comments. And the more negative comments they got, the more photos I shared. And I was enjoying the negativity. The problem with the negativity, but, is now I've got a point to prove. So, we've got more expanding foam. Even though there's enough expanding foam on there right now to where I was happy, I need to go beyond where I'm happy now. So, my plan is to actually get the expanding foam up over that rail so it looks like the wall is there's the top of the wall, it's not just steel. I might have to move some power cords, and then I don't want to wrap the power cords up in foam. And also there was one other comment saying that I was wasting half of the tube by doing it upright. I was doing it up, I was like rotating the can because it was adjusting the speed that it was coming out, but I pinky promise there's absolutely nothing left in these cans. The only thing I did notice when doing it up the right way, when I got to like the bottom quarter of the can, it did take me longer to get it out, but that bottom quarter, which was coming out really slow, that's the foam that I used to build up the really hard to build up areas. So yeah, I swear on my life that these are completely empty. There's absolutely nothing left in these. I'm actually a really stingy person, and even if there was some foam left in them, I would figure out a way to get it out, even if it meant punching a hole in the side of the cans. And also, I got this, and this is mainly for you guys, believe it or not. We got the fan for the motor for the aircon. So the brother-in-law is popping around in a little while to isolate the aircon for me. I want to do it properly, no doing illegal shit around here, especially when I got family in the trades. I really want to do the black worm tank, but we've only got so much time up our sleeves. Yeah. Do you ever do that? Like, you've got so many, we'll call it chores, but like fun chores, and like you don't know which ones to do first. Anyway, I gotta move some power leads as my first task, I reckon. Alright, so I've got all the power and stuff off this front rail here. The only thing left on it is the water lines. We're going to have to try and cover them up. But, and also, I took a 100-watt heater out of these because, guess what? This tank's only got a 300-watt heater in it, and it's running at 28 degrees. And it's like, it's our coldest July, or our wettest July we've had in years. So, that's a testament to how much this is working. Keeping in mind, guys, that all behind here is actually styrofoam. You can kind of see it through there. But it's working a treat. I can feel the difference in the temperature on my hand too. But the point of that is that 100-watt heater, I'm testing it. So if you want to test heaters, put them in a bucket with a thermometer. Just like stir it every 10 minutes or so until it gets to until the light turns off. See, the light's on at the moment. So like, I'm trying to get that pretty spot on because I'm going to be putting in like 10 litres of water with the better fish. So I want to get the heater right before I muck around with like expensive breeding pairs. So my point here is we're pretty much fully covered now. Now it's completely aesthetics. So I'm probably not going to worry about that far pipe there, but this pipe here, I kind of want to worry about what you see from like here. So pretty much the metal across the top there, that pipe. There's a couple little bits showing through the bottom there, but I don't know if you'll even pick them once it's got paint on it. But my priority is this top line here. So basically, I know you guys don't like it, but I kind of start with the can either upright or just on its side a little bit, because otherwise the flow is just way too intense for me to like take it easy and do what I'm doing here. I've got pretty good control of the trigger today. Maybe I'm getting better at this. I think I am getting better at this, guys. Maybe Adam was right about holding it upside down. I just need to practice my trigger control. Can you hear it? Like, even just like the slightest little movement on the trigger, I'm setting it off. I've still got plenty of spare nozzles too, so even if I only do like a little bit of the can here, there's not enough room to hold on its side. Anyway guys, I'm gonna do this off camera. You guys have seen many minutes, not hours, just minutes of me doing this. So I'm gonna do it and then get back to you. Alright guys, so one thing I learned the hard way: if you're going to reuse the can with fresh nozzles, ironically I bought new nozzles, I haven't even used one yet, but clean that out with a stick so that when you go to use it again it's not rock solid in there. I bought 2 cans, I could have got away with 1. I think I only need 1 can to cover the top of that. See, I covered that pipe. I might build that out a bit more yet so it kind of looks like something there. And then if I've got 1 can left, I might try cover this pole maybe. I don't know. I missed a spot there. I didn't get that. That's alright, I'll get it next time. The windows look a fair bit smaller, but that's alright. It was pretty much functionality. So also a few people said, why don't I clad it or use the wrap? I've got the wrap somewhere, a piece of it, like thermal wrap. So the foam only cost me $90. To wrap this in proper insulation like styrofoam or anything and then clad it would have cost me excess of like $400. So that kind of gives you a bit of an example. A 24 by 12 sheet of the insulation stuff is $190, so I would need 2 sheets of that, then plus cladding. And then someone also said I could use the bats. I've actually got spare bats, they're sitting up there, and I did consider it, but when it rains, sometimes if it rains real heavy it gets wet in here, and I don't want the bats getting wet. I guess I could have built up timber or something, but anyway, I wanted to give this a go. I saw somebody do it on Facebook and theirs looked cool, so I thought I could make mine look cool. I don't really need to justify it, do I, guys? I just feel like I owed a bit of an explanation because a lot of you didn't like it. Oh, that's falling. Oh, watch it go. Where's she gonna end up? That's my own fault for getting greedy and trying to put too much on at once. Oh, just stay on the wall, don't go on the ground. Oh, it's on the ground. You can stay there. I have wasted a bit on the ground like this, but not too much. Alright guys, so the task at hand is to put that motor inside that air conditioner. It's my drill's first time in the fish room. Oh, I made a plank too. Well, I didn't make a plank. I guess I kind of did. I cut it to the size. It's pretty sketchy the way it's sitting in there, so there is a slight chance that I might fall in the pond. I'm always going to keep my main weight back here, but at least like, yeah, I'll keep my foot here, I reckon. So this bad boy just, can't remember how it pops off now. Have you guys seen inside one of these? Well, I'm going to show you. Alright guys, so now I've got the cover off. It's so basic, so let me teach you a bit about it. So one of my mates is an aircon dude, and I was like, can you come fix it? And he's like, you can do it, I promise, it'll be easy. And I pulled it apart and it's bloody easy. Now, I'm not speaking for the outside module. I don't know if I bent these fins or they were already bent. But there's a control module, a fan, and a grill which gets hot or cold. That's how bloody simple these things are. So we're replacing that motor there, which is that motor there. I know what to expect because I've had it apart to get. I actually got the part numbers off the fan to order it. So interesting fact, I looked up the fan for this air conditioner and I found it, and it was like $300. And then I took it apart to be sure because I wasn't 100% sure. And I found the product number on there and Googled it, and I found the fan for $90. So I saved $200 by using the product number instead of using the aircon serial number. How crazy is that? Alright, can you guys just check out this little boy? I mentioned to you guys I think it might be one of the best fish I've bred. I'm calling it right now, hands down, he is going to be the best fish I've ever bred. I'm worried that he's going to fade, but I don't want him to fade. Out with the old, in with the new. Even spinning that by hand, I can actually feel, I need to spin this around. I can actually feel that the bearings stuffed. Actually snapped a couple of the fins off it. You can kind of see there. But anyway, let's just put this all back together. Obviously, if you're going to do this at home, guys, get a sparky to isolate the machine first. Guys, listen. All you can hear is bubbles. All you can hear is bubbles. I can hear this air pump now. So, for anybody who doesn't know, this air pump runs the Stingray tank. But now hearing that motivates me to want to take that pump out of the room, because I remember before I had that pond running, this room was like bliss. Like just the bubbles, only bubbles. It was like, it was a strange thing. So used to hearing the humming of an air pump in a fish room. I've got the desire back to make this room silent, so this air pump's getting evicted. We're gonna have to work that out, but that's a whole nother story. Yeah, I've got a way to do it. So basically, if I put the air pump outside, I don't want the cold air bubbles coming in here. But what I can do is I can actually put this T-piece outside and have two T's outside, which will mean I'll get very minimal bubbles in here. And what that'll actually mean is, even though the pump's outside, it won't be bringing much of the cold air in. Anyway, that's a bit of science for you. I want to put it outside, but the electricity is the worry, because bringing the draft into the room. Alright, so this board is getting kept because that made life so much easier. But yeah, it's so quiet. Oh, I want to show you the old pump. I'll give you guys a listen. Alright guys, so it might be a bit hard to hear me. I've got the mic turned around. So I don't even know if you guys have seen the new stickers on the bike. Bike's looking a bit flash. Alright, so I've got the mic. I'm going to put it right up to it so you can hear it. So that's actually what the issue was. So I'm going to keep that motor. We're not going to throw it in the bin. Because what am I if the aircon ever breaks, I can always try switching out the motor and it will tell me whether the motor's what's at fault. I might do one more coat of silicon. It's not silicon, it's expanding foam. I want to set that tank up tomorrow. I'm not going to have time. I've got to change my front tube, guys. It doesn't go dead flat, it just runs down to like 5 psi. I was still riding on it at what it is, and there's enough air in it that it doesn't pop off the bead, but there's not enough air to ride. I'm going to end up buckling the rims or denting the rim, so that's a proper sidetrack to this conversation. But anyway guys, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you want to subscribe for more, hit that little red button, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace out.